Hi everyone. To start out on a high note, I sold this painting last week. I wanted to share. So this painting, if you saw the last episode, has gone a different direction. And it's in the ugly phase. I really wanted to put those spheres in there. And then I decided I hated them. So, that's pretty normal. It needed something. I know it was pretty before, but it wasn't coherent. It didn't have enough layers. I don't know. And also, don't wear acrylic nails if you're trying to pull tape. Very frustrating. So I put some intense purple ultramarine in there with some tape. I wanted to save part of that prism because it's so beautiful, which can be dangerous because you can't just save something because it's pretty. But taking that into account, you have to balance the color. And I put a lot of dots. This idea actually came from this painting. If you see the background, there were little chains, and I love that. I love the idea of like a necklace or a chain connectivity. And so I started with that concept. It was very fun. It's very meditative. You can see I still have a lot of the underpaintings showing through, which I really love. But also I put some bold colors, which that acid green is so good. And the black. And you can still see where the tape's pulled. It's so pretty. On the top I have this half sphere, which I wanted at the top, but I'm not sure because at the end it also turned. Well, you'll see. Also, I'm making an unedited video because I want you to see, like, actually how long it does take the actual painting process. For those of you who don't want to do that, just skip ahead. And so I decided I needed a very large abstract shape and intense color. I chose orange and very large shape. You can see the colored pencil marks I made when I was sketching it out. And I loved this idea. So I love the orange against the lavender. I don't have video of making those four roundish shapes right there, you see. But I really love them, and I think they're important. Painting over another layer is very satisfying. It's sort of its own form of editing, and it's really fun, and it's almost a feeling of power because you get to choose. And here is it's a letter or a symbol that I got inspired from this artist with her letters, and I thought, that's a great idea. I want to put a symbol, not necessarily a letter. It could be a number or not even either. I mean, it's just, you'll see later when I outline it, it's pretty cool looking. I really love it. In all these close-up shots, I'm actually painting with one hand, and the camera is in my left hand, which is really great for getting right in there. It takes a bit of practice. There's also a painter, his name is Terry Winters, who really is very inspiring to me. I have a book of his paintings, and I wish I'd taken some photographs. And here is where I decided that this shape is way too small. The orange shape has to be much larger, and I don't think I took video of that, unfortunately, but later on you'll see it's much larger. Works better. I was also thinking, I spoke of copper leaf in my last video. I'm putting the copper leaf around these necklace-like strands in some way. I think that would be a nice visual. I think it would be great. Also, this is me holding the camera while I do a time lapse, so it's a little jerky. So here's some different views of what I have so far. You can see that sphere, which is the edge right there. I love the texture of the layers. I just am not sure what I'm doing with that yet. So next week I'm sure there will be developments, because it's really annoying me. And also the bottom of the painting is not, it's still a work in progress, let's put it that way, and that's fun. So not much to show you, I suppose, and you're probably shocked. What is she doing? And you probably left it before, but I'm sorry, it was not finished. It was, the top didn't go with the bottom. It was too, I don't know, it wasn't right for me. It was just a pretty tape painting. That's not enough. I always have to go deeper. So if you have any comments, I'd love to hear them. Suggestions, also love to hear those. I'm going to show you some colored pencil pieces of mine for a certain reason. You'll notice that they all have a white border. Coming from the last 10 years of mostly working in colored pencil and paper, I needed a transition into my painting journey that's going right now. And for me, the border was necessary simply because of that. I was really stuck before I put the border in there. So that was great. I was watching a show about Joseph Albers, who was known most famously for his series Homage to the Square. We'll talk about him later. He said the border is so you know where the painting ends. I also really liked how doing that changed the visual dimensions of the piece. It now looks shorter, fatter, rather than elongated 2 feet by 4 feet. I really needed that widening effect. The top and the bottom of the painting needed a thicker border, so I chose a dove gray. I've drawn onto the painting with a black colored pencil. I wanted to do a sort of a net-like structure. I wanted to do that for about a week, but I've been busy at work. I love the combination of the light pink with the intense orange. And I also realized this week that starting this YouTube channel is, for me, mostly an archive that I'll have for when I'm in my 90s, and it's sort of a record of my painting journey, my art journey, my mark making. And that is really important to me because, you know, back in the 90s, all we had was photos. We didn't have the capability to do this, and I've lost most of my work just from moving. And so this is very important for me, and it's also fun. It's meditative to paint these repeated shapes. And I think this motif is going to be in a lot of places on this painting. And I'll probably be changing some colors here and there. I don't know. Painting is a dialogue. You have to listen to it, look at it. I think every painter knows that. I'm drawing it into the border. There are no rules. But when I paint it, the paint will stop at the border. I'm doing some pressing with the saran wrap. This is a short video this week. I've been busy working, as I said. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Thank you.
Hey, so it's Sunday morning and I'm painting in my pajamas. And it's early in LA, well, around 10:30. I want to talk about this painting, but also I have painted my gallery wall. And let me just turn this around. This entire wall white, so that I can hang multiple canvases and work on them at the same time. So I have 2 more coming that are 4 feet by 5 feet. I really am excited. And I got these felt bulletin boards. They're so cool. They just stick to the wall. And then I have my colored pencil ones on here. This one fell down, fortunately. I'm gonna have to probably nail that one up, but kind of got that one bent and not good. Anyway, so I want to talk about this painting that I just finished yesterday. I like it this direction. I think there's one more thing I want to do to it, which is right here. A highlight. Other than that, I just need to sign it. Have a great day. And don't forget to hit the like button, the notification button, and I hope to see you soon.